Welcome to this lesson. This is MK Primary Mathematics e-learning platform for P6. Today's lesson we are going to learn multiplying fraction by fractions. Fraction multiplied by another. And in the first example, we are going to look at shading using strips to draw and shade the fraction horizontally and then the other one vertically. It will give you the answer. I'm going to shade a strip with 3, so that is one of the 3. I shade 1 out of 3. One of the 3. Then vertically I'm going to make 4 parts, 4 pieces, 4 equal parts. I shade one of the 4 pieces. The intersection of the 2 gives us already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 pieces. So the denominator is going to become 12. And the common shaded part is only 1. So my answer is a third times a quarter is equal to 12. 1 out of 3 times 1 out of 4. By shading, you will get 1 out of 12. Let's look at another one. A half times a quarter. 1 out of 4 times 1 out of 2. A half is 1 out of 2 and a quarter is 1 out of 3 multiplied. Draw a strip, show a half horizontally and shade it. Now after shading that, we are going to make a quarter vertically, cut into 4 equal pieces. Shade a quarter. What answer do you see shaded twice? Double shaded part becomes the answer. My answer is altogether we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the denominator is going to be 8. And the double shaded is only 1, becomes 1 out of 8. A half times a quarter is an eighth, 1 out of 8. Let me say another one. Maybe you think when we have one unit fraction it could be easier. Look at this other one. 2 out of 3 times 3 out of 4. 2 out of 3 times 3 out of 4. I'm going to draw a strip again and I show horizontally 2 out of 3. 3 pieces and I shade 2. Let me shade 2 of them. I first cut into 3 pieces. I shade 2 strips. So that is 2 out of 3. Now I'm going to vertical. Cut 4 pieces. 1, 2, 3, then 4 pieces. Shade 3 of them. In another way, when you shade, you are going to get a common shaded area. 2 out of 3 times 3 out of 4 becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shaded twice. 6 out of 12 are double shaded. So my answer is 6 out of 12. Here you can reduce it. 6 and 12 can be reduced by dividing by the same number, which is a 2. It becomes by 2 out of 6. By 2 is 3 out of 6. By 6, better divide by 6. You'll get 1 out of 2. 1 out of 2. Let's look at another example. Multiplying using a numerator product and denominator product. So you get the numerator product over or divided by the denominator product. Multiply the top numbers and multiply the bottom numbers and divide them. So if I have a third times a quarter, I will get 1 times 1 and then 3 times 3. My answer is 1 out of 12. That's the answer. Easy. Look at part B of the second example. A quarter means a half times a quarter. 1 times 1, then 2 times 4. The same thing, 1 out of 8. Finished. Look at the other one. 2 out of 3 times 3 out of 4. I multiply the tops and I multiply the bottoms. 2 times 3 over 3 times 4. My answer is 6 out of 12. This number should be reduced. Reduce by 6. Divide by 6, bottom and top. Your answer will be a half. I want to look at another example using whole numbers now. Remember, we are going to use numerator product and denominator product. So we must have only numerator and denominator. These are mixed numbers. Change them to improper fractions. You will get a half becomes 3 out of 2. 2 and a third changes to 7 out of 3. So multiply the top. You will get 3 times 7 is 21 and 2 times 3 is 6. So my answer is 21 out of 6, correct. But we can reduce this number. It's in the same table. These two numbers in the same table. Divide by 3. 21 divided by 3 is 7. 6 divided by 3 is 2. My answer is 7 over 2. Still the top number is bigger. We can make a mixed number. 7 divided by 2 is 3. Remainder 1. That is 3.5. I'll give another example. 1 and 3 out of 4 times 1 and 2 out of 5. Change to improper fraction. The new fractions become 7 out of 4 times 7 out of 5. Multiply the tops and multiply the bottoms. 7 times 7 is 49 and 4 times 5 is 20. You can divide this number. 20s in 40 are 2. 9 remains. So it is 2 and 9 out of 20. Now finally, let's look at this. 2½ times 1⁻. Change them to improper fractions. They will become 2½ changes to 5 out of 2 times 1⁻ becomes 4 out of 3. Now multiply the tops and multiply the bottoms. 5 times 4, 20. 2 times 3 is 6. The answer is 20 out of 6. We can reduce it by 2. It becomes 10 out of 3. We divide by 2 up and down, get 3. And now we have 10 out of 3 and becomes 3⁻. That is the end of this lesson. I know you have learnt much about multiplying, and it's easy when you use LCM. You multiply the numerators and the denominators separately and then you divide. You are going to see numerator product and denominator product. Okay, we shall see an exercise in MK Primary Mathematics, Learner's Book 6, and look at exercise 5.4, page 36. Thanks for being part of this lesson. We shall meet again.